Oh yeah.
Yeah. It might just end. People might get tired before this ends with the
Sadly,
amount
but
of stuff.
that's somehow how games go. And by the way, we are live, so for anybody starting off, welcome,
Oh,
hello, and such. You
hello.
won't see
Howdy.
any pictures because we're focused on Roll20 side of things. But yes, just to give a little bit of background, we started off a little bit new on Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. We introduced the characters, which we'll reintroduce this episode, and start us off on the adventure of this little introductory bit for that's meant for new players. We're going to go through other modules at the end of this, but for the start, let's begin. Triste, can you give a brief description of your character?
Triste is a woman in a red leather jacket and pants, white blouse. Her back is bent underneath a backpack and large chest strapped to it. She has a quarterstaff, long black hair, and does not look like she has slept well. And also, if you had to guess, she looks like she's probably late 60s, early 70s.
Okay, moving on. Uh, Talon, I believe your character's name is Johnson, right?
Uh, Jonathan.
Jonathan, I
Jonathan.
apologize. Your character's name is Jonathan. Give a quick description of him.
Quick. Okay. Honestly, if it was a quick description, I would say Crusader. Think of your typical Crusader. Blonde hair,
Okay.
blonde hair, and some blue eyes.
Blonde hair, blue
You wearing
eyes,
any armor?
shining armor, and
Yeah.
a
Mask.
surcoat.
Yeah. Think of a Crusader as the best, quickest way I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like armor. I could
He
do a longer
has,
description.
yeah. He has a horse with some retainers.
Due to my night feature. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, Kieran, go ahead and list off your character and tell me. Give a quick description of them.
He's a very handsome tiefling. Being a sorcerer, I kind of feel like this is just my opinion, but they're kind of superior to other classes because they're just born with it. So he kind of comes off like arrogant, but he has yet to prove to himself that he deserves it. But he's going to start there. Uh, Handsome, built, athletic. I got wings, some small horns with black hair and a ponytail, a little bit of stubble, carrying I believe a quarterstaff and some like athletic sorcerer's clothes, like basically a tank top and some monk pants.
Mm-hmm.
Red and black is his color theme, and now all of that cursed with the reduce spell. So I'm about 3'3", 50, 60 pounds.
Okay.
And that is Raphael.
And last but not least, Mir, please describe and give an idea of your character's appearance.
Mir is hard to describe, being that I actually went with a homebrew race. He is what is called a demi-dirge, which is an eldritch-looking being. He's got kind of like giant coffin nails stuck in his shoulder, and instead of eyes on his head, they're on his arms, chest, and stomach. While his lower half is hidden by a cloud that, when you look at, looks like you're staring out into space, and you can see stars and nebulas actively wavering in it.
Ooh.
Okay. Honestly, after all of that, I'm a little. I've never streamed before, and I'm a little shy. Could I try that again?
Go for it.
I
Please.
wasn't sure what
Go
I
for
wasn't
it.
sure what a short description was, but after hearing everyone, I think, okay, what I have is short. Jonathan looks to be a tall, physically fit, and masculine man in his 20s with a large, muscular build. He has blue eyes that almost appear to glitter in the light like sapphires. Neck-length hair of golden blonde that is parted at the center and a thick Crusader-style beard. Basically, hairstyle and beard kind of like Aragorn,
Mm.
but just different colors. He is dressed in a riveted chainmail made of iron with gold trimmings at the ends and wears black leather gloves. Over the armor is a red sleeveless Crusader-style surcoat that goes down to his knees and has a depiction of a dragon on the chest made of silver filigree. He carries a pouch and a sheathed longsword of simpler design around his waist belt and holds a shield in his left hand with another depiction of a dragon made of silver filigree that matches the one upon his chest. On his back is a simple longbow and quiver filled with arrows. And yes, he does have 3 retainers with him.
Okay. So, we left off after a quick skirmish with a series of zombies. They came up from the surf behind you as you were getting to go walk upon the path up to Dragon's Rest. You're still on the beach soon after the battle.
I would actually, seeing how we just fought zombies that came out of the water, I want to use Divine Sense. It has a range of 60 feet, and I can sense any celestial fiend or undead until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
You're not sensing any more undead. At least not within 60 feet of you.
Good.
When you
see.
use that, do your like eyes glow? Is it obvious that you're using an ability?
No, it does look like he's looking around, like at his surroundings, but doesn't look like he's using an ability. He does say there don't seem to be any more.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
Thank goodness.
John Luke, is this a common occurrence, or is this like, oh man, there's a necromancer around here? Like insight wise,
You're not
know what I mean?
entirely sure.
All right,
Undead
I
are
would like
common
to.
enough. Yeah, make a nature check.
Nature. Uno momento, por favor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's a +0.
Nice.
What happened?
You
I did.
know-
All right, nat 20.
Yeah, you got a nat 20.
I'm gonna get some.
Undead
Fantastic.
are common enough that I mean it is a general, especially with zombies, it is a general it is dangerous, but something that people can usually deal with, especially if they have clerics or acolytes or people with the ability to send holy fire or radiant energies their way. They can be quite dangerous. There's a possibility there could be a necromancer on the loose, but there are a wide variety of different explanations to what could have caused them. So there's no way for
And
you to
in this
really
world, does destroying the brain have any effect, or would we know that or not?
Destroying the brain does not give the effect.
Okay.
Usually,
Sounds like magical zombies.
Yeah, usually zombies are animated by negative energies and the energies of the Shadowfell. You do not get the zombies that are carried by a disease in the brain of some kind.
Raphael would be like, dirty creatures. Wish they would stay where they belong in the afterlife. I have fun sending them there, though.
Quick
Who
question,
says
John.
they belong to the afterlife, though?
You have
Sorry,
a
say that
question?
again.
Yeah. We're using Roll20, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How do we get? I can go to Roll20, but I don't know what to do from there.
You should be
Oh,
able
you probably
to
need
have...
the Discord link.
You should already have the link. If you don't, I can send it to you again. But
it's probably
if
buried
you-
in one of these. Which Is it in character concept or
No,
play
it
or
should
game
be.
chat?
I should have sent it directly to you.
Oh, okay.
The other thing is, if you've already joined it, if you type in roll20.net and you're logged in, it should just come up immediately to the welcome screen, and Monday stream should be there.
I wasn't sure if I should say that or not.
I wasn't seeing that.
Yeah, as soon as you log in, you should be able to gain access because I invited you. I will send you another link. And once you enter that link, all you need to do is click on Launch Game.
Here we go.
Alrighty.
Hey, good stuff.
All right, I posted a picture that looks pretty close to what I think Raph looks like.
Awesome.
I made a small mistake in my description character, by the way. The cloud just kind of hides his lower half. The visuals of the nebula and stars are actually just past his skin. His skin is translucent, so looking at him is where you actually see it.
Yeah.
I want to say you're getting side eye, not like rude, disgusted, but kind of like interested. I want to look more, but I don't want him to see me looking. So
my character's
staring at you. So
you said he's staring at us.
But he's staring at all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Simultaneously at that.
Oh yeah, I remembered that. Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. The eyes do they kind of look like Danzo from Naruto, like how he had the Sharingans?
No. The what's supposed to be white, the Scralia, is actually solid black, and the eyes themselves are kind of like a burnt out star.
Where do you hail from? Looking straight at you.
That is a good question.
You know, Raphael pops up and is like, and since he saw the Eldritch Blast, he knows you're a warlock, but he's gonna give you a chance, and he's gonna try to, if you like roll insight, you can tell he's trying to help you out, and he's gonna be like, you look like a wise wizard. You've been in much magic, it seems. Your eyes, your cloak. You have many stories to tell, I believe.
My character slowly stands up from the sand and goes, no, not terribly, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I go, it's been a long road, but not a particularly fruitful one.
We're going to change that today. Or eventually.
I walk over to the Eldritch Being and I go, I appreciate you rushing in like that. I hold out a hand and I go, Triste.
Sorry, my bad. I thought the Demiurge guy was the warlock. I got switched up there.
Nope.
My bad. I was trying to give the warlock an out, and just in case how the party feels about warlocks.
So several of the eyes look to the hand, and it tilts its head to the side inquisitively. What are you doing?
Triste goes, oh, I'm sorry. You see how you have a hand that looks similar to mine? Well, not dissimilar. You take yours and you put it in mine, and I sort of like cup my hands together as if doing a handshake with myself, and I go, and then you just gently shake your hand up and down. It's a greeting.
I come up to
what a strange greeting.
If you don't shake his hand, I'll come up to you. Sorry, I forget names.
Triste.
I'll figure it out. The guy who's trying to show him. What's your name again? What's your
Triste.
character's
Tree
name?
stay.
I'll come up to Triste and say, Jonathan, and I take my hand out to kind of give him the opportunity to show him how it's done.
She takes your hand and shakes it and goes, just like that. And she goes, it's just a way for people to get to know one another.
How
Oh,
interesting.
I'd go up and I remember you guys are looking down. I'm only 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
I look up, put my little hand out. How y'all doing? And if when the handshake happens, you can tell he's trying to squeeze hard, but it's basically a normal handshake.
Tree stay shakes your hand and goes,
Yeah.
had better mornings, but this could have been worse.
Hey, I don't think any of us got hurt, right?
No?
Oh, just a
Well,
scratch.
actually,
Just
Oh, somebody?
looks over at the eldritch being.
Mir
Oh,
looks
yes.
down at the wounds on his shoulder.
Ooh, that does not look good. We probably need. Is there a civilization on this island that we know of?
You are aware that Dragon's Rest is up the path.
Oh, right. Let's go. I would say we need to rush because any chance of infection from any small wound has the potential for death. I hate taking that risk, so what
let me
say we?
see.
I posted a picture for you guys for Mir.
Mhm.
Awesome.
If you look at
Oh,
his
thank you.
hand,
Sweet
Yeah,
mother
look
of God.
if you look at his hand, I do not advise trying to shake it for future references.
So here's the
Oh
thing:
my.
is Triste is still trying to shake your hand, looking at like the barbed wire and other things. Like, is still just trying to go for the handshake.
Mir shakes your hand. The
Does it
barbed
hurt?
wire digs in a little bit.
Yeah.
His grip is loose, so it's only as tight as you would grip his hand.
Yeah. No, which is not
If you
that tight.
Mhm.
if you like, I could heal you.
Would you like some healing? Oh crap.
He shakes his head. I believe we need to get to town, do we not? I thought you all had things to do.
Aye.
All right.
Triste nods. Yeah, I suppose so, and starts walking up the path towards the statue that we could see off in the distance.
Raphael, while walking, is going to hover or kind of float, kind of about 6 feet tall, just to kind of be at head height with everybody.
The interesting thing is that when Mir does start to walk, you see barefoot footprints left in his wake. He clearly has feet, and human ones at that. Well, humanoid.
What do we see?
Barefoot
Footprints are,
Yeah, the appearance
Okay,
of
so-
barefoot tracks wherever he steps.
Oh, like bear, like the animal.
No, as
No.
in
Bear is in
as in
D-A-R-E.
Okay.
without any shoes on.
Okay, is he wearing shoes?
It doesn't look
No.
like it.
And
No.
we can't see their legs very well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the legs are shrouded in mist. You can't see anything below his waist.
Hmm.
Okay.
A long
Even the-
path leads from the rocky shore up to the side of the cliff, with occasional stairs to ease the ascent. Here and there, along the lower part of the path, well-tended garden plots hold flowers, herbs, and vegetables. About 30 feet above the bay, the path widens to a long plaza. Halfway along the plaza, a stone statue of a dragon gazes serenely down the path. 6 open doorways are cut into the cliffside.
How big are these doorways?
Probably about medium size, about 5 to 6 foot tall.
Okay. Do they have any
But
doors, or are they just...
they're doorless. They're open.
Okay, what is
Okay.
inside? If we just before we enter, like
Before you
kind
get
of
a
looking in there.
chance to, your
Mhm.
arrival quickly draws the attention of the entire population of this place, which consists mostly of kobolds. These
Oh
small
my
Okay.
goodness!
these small reptilian folk eye you curiously, while a couple of humans watch from a distance. All the cloister's residents are dressed in simple clothes, and nobody carries a visible weapon. One of the kobolds pipes up with a, "What's your name?" At that, the kobolds begin barraging you with questions. "Where are you from? What's that? Why are you here?" And more that are lost in the din. Do you guys try to answer?
Triste tries to answer. It goes like, "My name's Triste, from the mainland. I'm just here."
Raphael is actually going to be excitedly like answering
Mhm.
questions. He is trying to get this over with and satisfy everybody because he's always wanted to travel to a place where the majority of the residents are small because no equipment and chairs and stuff have ever been the right size. So he's like, "Oh, let's go to the bar. Let's go to the bar. Y'all are going to be so uncomfortable."
You find their curiosity unsatiable, and
Oh
they're
God.
as soon as a question is answered, they ask another thing. "Why are you wearing a chest? Oh, why are you so small? You look like tiefling."
Yeah. Well, I've talked to you.
And
Okay, I gotta
every
go, guys.
bit
I'm
of you
busy.
are just keep. There is a constant. Curiously enough, funnily enough, Mir is also beset. "How many eyes you really got? What's this barbed wire?
122.
Why, why can't we see your lower half?"
I
Ooh,
choose
does it?
to keep it that way.
And endless curiosity.
Hmm.
Gear, oddly enough, does not seem offset by this and calmly answers them one at a time.
Triste stops answering after the question about the chest and just shakes her head, just walks past them, starts trying to follow after Raphael.
The chattering
And
kobold. Yeah.
30 feet away. Can I? I don't know if they'll work combining them, but I've got minor illusion, prestidigitation, and thaumaturgy. And if I could
Okay.
just kind of like do minor illusion, a like kobold like hero in awesome armor and a big glowing sword, like he's coming into town, hopefully to distract them, and then he's going to disappear while we get away.
Well, before you manage it, there is a sensation that the chattering kobold soon falls silent as a new figure comes into view. Descending gracefully from the upper part of the cloister, she is an elderly human with weathered brown skin, white hair in tight braids, and kindly hazel eyes, dressed in a simple white robe. She smiles as she draws near and extends her arms in greeting. "Welcome to Dragon's Rest," she says. "May Bahamut's guidance lead to whatever you seek."
My
And
character
may the
pokes up at that. And may Bahamut bless this place.
Raphael will repeat that in out of respect. May Bahamut bless you as well.
Triste just hobbles over and holds out a hand and goes, "Thank you. Triste comienzo. Your name is?"
"I am Elder Runara. I am the leader of this humble cloister. Please forgive the kobolds. We don't get many visitors."
Oh,
What
it's
is a
fine. It was
Bahamut?
interesting. Ooh.
"Oh, a foreigner. That rather strange one. Well, I would be happy to speak more upon him if you were to allow me a tour of this place."
Hmm. And what kind of material is the village made out of? I'm imagining like clay and adobe.
No, They are carved into the cliff sides.
Oh, okay.
So
Got
the
you.
doorways you
Wow.
see carved into the cliff, they're like little dwelling places, and as you pass them, you notice there's small little um, dwelling places. At least for the first three, the fourth one seems to be some kind of storage room, and the last two hold a bunch of hammocks, likely for all the kobolds to rest in. And they are literally carved into the cliffside. The only built stone building you see, other than what looks to be the open air temple up at the peak of Dragon's Rest, is a winch house.
What's that?
It's a small freestanding building halfway up the pass. You see it before it turns in kind of like a hairpin turn to go up towards the temple. It's with a peaked roof and a weathered wooden door. It has a sturdy wooden pallet wrapped with rope that hangs beneath the building on an old iron chain. Lying flat against, the chain is lying flat against the cliff face.
Oh.
Mir
I thought I
nods to
disconnected.
her and gestures for her to start walking.
Mm-hmm.
For the two
Oh,
of them.
I assumed we had already started the tour.
Yep. She takes you around, and after passing by, giving a brief explanation that most of the lower doors lead to dwelling places for those in the cloister, she does offer the furthest one from the top as your dwelling places for the night, should you wish to
Oh,
rest
that
tonight.
is
That
that
would
is
be
very
perfect.
gracious of you. Thank you so much.
Passing
Most
by
appreciative.
passing by the winch house, she passes by another door and explains, "This is our kitchen and dining area for whenever we eat. We have meals 3 times a day. You are welcome to join us if you wish."
Okay, is the furniture small sized?
They are sized to comfortably fit kobolds.
Yay! I'm so
Passing
excited.
passing further, the only opening carved into the rock that has an actual door, which is an old wooden door at that. She said, "This door leads to the library, where we have various tomes and books of various subjects." And then
Amazing.
passing up to the temple itself, the highest point of the cloister, crowned by the open-air temple that overhangs the cliff, supported by arched stone struts anchored to the cliff face. The north wall of the temple is carved directly into the rock, while the rest is open to the sea air. Heavy pillars mark 3 open sides supporting a wooden roof. In the center of the temple stands a stone statue of a kindly-looking old man with canaries perched on his hands, shoulders, and head. A feeling of serenity suffuses this place. And as she comes into the temple, she turns and says, "This is at least the human form of Bahamut, the god of all the metallic dragons."
Amazing.
I kneel to it.
Mhm.
I will. Raphael will in part, or as well, not in part.
Mhm.
May his justice.
May
May his
justice.
justice come to all the wicked.
Yeah. Here, here.
Triste
Okay, so
sighs and nods.
I'm a very typical paladin.
no, that's good. That means you're predictable, which is good.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Because we got old devil incarnate over here that's going to eat our souls while we
mean,
sleep.
he knows that there's a lot of forms of warlocks out there, and swearing yourself over to a power isn't evil. It's what power did you swear yourself to?
Power in itself is not evil. It is what you do
No.
with it.
Yes.
Except for any power that comes from the hell. Any power that comes from the hell is just evil by. It's just
Yeah.
evil
By
by
definition.
being.
Yeah.
Don't matter how you're using it.
Mhm.
Still debatable.
Um,
Also, as this scene unfolds, Mir just seems more
Mm.
curious as he tilts his head again. He clearly
Triste
doesn't
walks over to
understand
Mir.
what they're doing.
Yeah,
d-
Triste.
does Miss Brunara know why we're here? Would she already know that we were expected? Or
No,
oh,
but she doesn't
would somebody
ask
like
any
to?
questions.
I
Oh,
would.
okay.
I would because this place feels, special. I do want to use because I can use them 4 times a day. While near the statue, divine sense again.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
expect nothing, but it's just something I think my character would do, especially because just to also just see.
mm-hmm. You don't sense any celestial fiend or undead. Let me double check about. Let me see here. But you do
It's just
notice. Let me see here.
it's just celestial. It's just celestial fiend and undead. Anything
There's
else is
actually within the same radiance, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Ooh,
Let me double
ooh,
check.
okay. Has this place been consecrated?
hopefully.
Let me see here. Let me double check something. Let's see here. You do not sense anything, though. You do get a feeling of serenity while you are in this place.
Okay.
Triste does go over to Mir and just like points to the statue and goes, "That human there is normally a dragon. Don't ask me to explain how that works, but if you know what a dragon is, you know what a human is. That person technically is both."
How amusing.
Who is
How does that being that large shift into one so small?
dragons have the power to look like man, or any race.
Amazing. So there could be a dragon here right now, and we wouldn't know.
It could. Usually they, I don't know, seem to be in positions of power. I look to the elder and I go,
Yeah.
I do smile and I just sort of, but I like brush it off and I'm like, but the other thing is, the dragons who'd be here right now in this place, they're the ones you'd want to be around. They're safe.
Oh, Raphael's gonna pipe up and Elder Brunara. What kind of
Yes.
dangers? What kind of dangers lie on this island? Were we to start traveling and explore?
Well, certainly there are some dangers. There are wild beasts, and there are kobolds who don't exactly see our way of things.
Are they violent? Hostile, I mean.
Tend to be, but more out of desperation than anything else. It is hard to find food on such a rocky island. We ourselves
Ah.
are provided by the ships that come in.
Tree Stay does go, would there be anything that you might need help with?
At the moment, no. But
Okay.
there are a couple of things that other members of the cloister could have your help with. I advise you
Oh.
to speak with. Let me see here.
Oh, out of game? I have
Mhm.
forgotten why we came to this island. I've been trying to work it into the
You
role play for
all
somebody to explain it.
you all should have your own reasons for coming.
Okay.
Your character, I remember hearing that he knows of great power that is within this place, and he's looking for a great enemy of evil to begin his legacy and his legend.
Ah, yes,
Kill something with a name.
the beginning
Yeah.
of my legend. Make my name.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
You
that
all have
feels.
valid reasons. Meanwhile, Mir tagged along because he was curious as to where the humans were going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see. You said there were some that need help.
There
Please
are some.
let me.
Give me a moment. I'm getting to that. I'm trying to find
Sorry.
the bits
No
of
worries.
that.
Yep.
Let's see here. Normally, I have the entire adventure set up. Yes.
Raphael will look to the group and be, hey, does anybody else want to take a stop at the library, or should we go eat first? Eat and have some drink.
She does say Tarak has been having some trouble. He might
Oh yeah.
need some help from you guys, adventurers such as yourselves, in dealing with an issue that's happened over on the island. I believe
Okay.
there may also be an issue with undead arriving on our shores. If you can
I see.
find
We
the
did destroy a
cause,
few.
and thank you very much for that. If you can find the cause and deal with it, we'd be very grateful. I believe. Let me see here. Gosh darn it, who is the person who can be talked to about that? Let me see here. I am very annoyed because it's kind of hard to find this. I believe you can speak to Varnoth, who may have some idea on where to head to look into that issue.
Thank you very much.
They are the only two humans in the cloister with us, so it should be easy to
Okay.
talk with them.
All right.
I do look to Raphael and I go, I would appreciate stopping for a quick drink and something to eat. I need to rest
Here.
my feet.
You know, I've been to a lot of towns, but none of them make accommodations for small people. I am so excited to sit in a chair made for me. Yeah, you can see he's almost shaking with excitement. He's like, let's go.
Funnily enough, it is getting near time for lunch.
Aw.
Let me see here.
And we did see a what you call a galley or a lunchroom kitchen.
There
There we go.
is the kitchen and the dining hall.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head that way.
Raphael, roll me a d12 and re-roll it if it lands on 12.
All right. 3.
3. Alrighty. All right.
key.
Okay. Anyway, let's see here. You do find everybody gathering in the kitchen area. Let me see here. Gotta get to the kitchen. This doorway in the rock opens into opens into a dining room with a long table. 2 benches run the length of the table, and a single chair sits at the table's head. A short hallway connects to a small, tidy kitchen beyond. One of the kobolds is actively finishing up preparations for lunch, and everyone is beginning to filter in.
Give me uno momento. I believe kobolds speak Draconic. Is that right?
Yes, they do.
Anyway, I'm not going to ask, actually. I'm going to go ahead and assume that Raphael is, anyways. He's going to be like, what's on the menu? Are we within talking range, I mean? I should ask that
You
first.
can be within talking range.
What's on the menu today, good sir? In Draconic.
Responding in Draconic, he says, let me see here. Mutton and vegetables.
Delicious. And
As Triste
in
walks past, she goes in Draconic,
Oh.
delicious.
Ooh, another Draconic speaker in Draconic, of course. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, in my search for a fantasy about finding some magic to fix myself,
Oh no.
I learned Draconic
Keep getting
because
disconnected.
I heard.
Oh no!
Oh no, me?
Wait, nope, we're good.
No, me. I
No,
couldn't
you're
hear you. I couldn't hear you
sorry.
for a moment.
In my years of studying magic, dragons seem to be one of the most powerful of the, what would you say, mortal races, non-deity types. So I learned Draconic. So, and just in case I met one, and this looks like a Bahamut-led village. Maybe there's something dragon here. Exciting.
There are many
It
people
is-
who worship Bahamut.
It is
And-
called Dragon's Rest.
You're gonna see Raphael go. He's gonna stop in his tracks and go, "Oh my God, guys! I think that's why it's called Dragon's Rest. I just realized that."
Triste just sits down.
I assume we're all gonna be able to find seats. Is there any other? I don't believe you said there's anybody else here.
There are a total of 8 kobolds. There are 2 humans. One of which is. Let me see here. Let me get to their descriptions. One of them is a human man, middle-aged human man with pale tan skin that is dark-ish with many freckles. He has auburn hair and a beard that is mostly gray. He also has gray and blue eyes. There are faded abstract tattoos designed to peek up the side of his neck beneath his dirt-stained robes. Looking upon him, I would like everybody to make a history check. Everybody who wishes to. Mir, if you feel like you do not have the knowledge, you can choose not to.
Being overly curious, I'll make the roll.
Oh, not D10. Sorry.
Mir is overly curious about pretty much everything.
A 7 will not get me there.
Is somebody gonna
9
break the?
plus. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Just 9.
Just 9? Mir, you're
Yep.
the only one who knows this.
Oh,
You-
11, sorry.
11 total? You're the only one
Mhm.
who realizes this.
Wh-
The tattoos of this individual, as you were wandering and looking around the mortal realms, you did note there was a kingdom to the south of this place, on the mainland. There was a thieves' guild with a golden noose tattoo that usually marked the members. You see that gold hangman's noose work into the tattoo designs of the human man.
Mir tilts his head, then tilts it the other way as many of his eyes lock onto this. Why is someone from the Thieves Guild of the Southern Kingdom here, of all places?
Do you say
Does
that
your character say
mimicking
that
Thieves
out
him?
Guild.
loud?
Yes, he says it in his direction.
Ooh.
He
Spicy.
looks and says, "Everyone here has their reasons. I have mine." And leaves it at that.
What might that be?
I have my reasons.
Triste
My
goes, Mir, he doesn't want to answer that.
Raphael
Ah.
pop up. Apologies, sir. We should have introduced ourselves. We're a group of adventuring traveling adventurers. There we go.
Outsiders.
Yes, I am Raphael, and I heard that one of the human people might be able to help us with an issue going on in town. I've heard there's some undead, and someone named Turok. We're looking for him.
I am Tarak.
Oh.
Ah, lovely.
I do need some help.
More than happy to, sir.
We can talk about this after lunch.
Of course, of course.
Almost last in, you do see a muscular human woman find her way in. She has a she has black hair that is cropped close to her scalp. Her light brown skin has many scars, one which runs across her left eye, which is milky in color. There is an elegant prosthetic made from wood and metal that replaces her right leg below the knee. Upon seeing this, everybody can make another history check.
Okay.
I cut out for a bit. Did you just go on to describe the next human?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a really battle-worn lady. Prosthetic scars, missing an eye.
Was that
Fucking.
Oof.
Not missing an eye, a milky eye.
Oh,
There we
shoot. I accidentally rolled 2. I don't know how I did
Yep.
that.
That's okay.
It's
The
fine. I
lowest,
said,
the first one,
yeah.
Yeah.
neither of them
First,
got close.
that's, yeah.
go. All right.
So,
Hi, Mir.
cool. She sits down right next to Raphael. Goes, outsider, huh?
Yeah, I'm here to make a name for myself. If this gentleman is Turok, you must be Varnoth. Am I right?
That I am.
This is awesome. It looks like everybody I want to talk to is here.
Well,
But let's not spoil our food. Business can come later.
business after food.
Of course. You look like you have many stories to tell.
That I do.
Much experience. Is there anything, for example, like if we knew, like, say werewolves were out there, we should take silver. Do you think there's any gear or equipment a battle-hardened vet like yourself would suggest a troop use if we do go out, or when we do go out, I should say.
I imagine you have more than enough that you already have.
Ah, lovely.
As a small note, while we're sitting here and we do have lunch, Triste does not take off the backpack or the chest, despite sitting down.
Is this the chest size? Is it, how do I put it, like treasure chest size that you see in video games? Like huge?
It's only a little bit smaller than that. It's really cumbersome.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
kind of brushing up against the stone walls. Very, very hard to actually move around in this tight space. Last to enter before food is officially served is Runara, who sits at the head of the table. And with her arriving and saying a grace, food is served and presented. It is a decent lunch.
I want to say that during
Mhm.
lunch, my character's going to talk about the creatures that we all slayed together,
Those undead.
and compare it to other tales. And I want to use the feature inspiring leader to give everyone all of them
Awesome.
plus 4 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Oh, good
Okay.
story. That's amazing.
Well, now I want an actual story. You can't just start it. Not
Well,
doing
the
it.
story is an awesome version of what we just did.
but just tweaked a little bit to be a little more epic.
Honestly, he doesn't lie. He uses more flowery language
Okay.
in ways that can basically make you think, yeah, I did do that. And basically,
Nice.
as you go through and think, wait, yeah, I did do it. Like as he's telling it, and it's going to inspire you.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah.
Um,
Would everybody at the table, like anybody listening, even those humans?
I can't inspire everyone now, but definitely I would give it to I can do it to up to 6 friendly targets, not including myself. So I can't do it for myself, but I can do it to you three. I guess I can do it to. I would probably give the last one to basically talking about how our host is so generous, giving her for and
We get a cutout.
redemption. I'll talk about
Okay.
people getting second chances, giving the other guy +4,
All right.
and ask for
That's awesome.
yeah, and ask for the other human any tales of battles she's been through, um, and and
Mhm. She smiles and
yeah.
says, "Many a battle. I'll tell you of my most successful one. I'll leave out the important details and leave you to guess what it was." She goes into about how she had a battle during a great war off to the east in the mainland. I want everybody to have a chance at a history check again.
Okay.
All right.
So, ready? +3.
Level 1.
Oh
Level
my
Level
1.
goodness. Has anybody rolled over a 10 yet? Like rolled.
Yes. Mirror twice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, I got a nat 20 in the very beginning. I already forgot.
Yes.
Awesome.
There we go.
Oh.
let's see here. Yep. Hey. You guys don't recall any of the details about this battle. She speaks with the air of having been there. So you're confident that she tells truth and Nobody Runara, who seemed to be the most who would correct anything, does not.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And here you are today.
I've had many successful venture. Now I just need to spend some time and think.
I'm actually just getting started.
Good luck.
Thank
Be
you.
sure you're not one of the knights who died on the way to the Great Evil.
That recently? What? Sorry? That's the first I've heard of a great evil.
You are
In
fighting.
any tale there was a great evil. To be a hero, you'll find one eventually.
In every
But
tale,
so early.
there is a great evil that many a knight had attempted and failed before the hero actually succeeds.
Mechanically, am I allowed to count this as a short rest?
Yes,
Superb.
lunch
I
goes
love
off without too much trouble. Everybody's happy to have you, and they seem very welcoming. The kobolds are still very, very curious, but they're less bothersome at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And they know better than to pry too deeply, especially with Runara around.
It
It's like a village of children.
really is.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Got all my health back.
nice. Yes. So, who do you go to first?
I would have actually, while eating, asked what the business was that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because we know what the zombies are, but like, what's this other thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, we were going to
Torek
talk
needed-
business after
after-
lunch.
I insist
Oh.
to speak
That's why.
after.
To me, this isn't business. This is hearing a story and healing needs.
I wish to talk about it afterwards. No need to cause any kind of stir.
Shall we head back to your place, or do you have somewhere you'd like to talk?
You can come to my quarters.
Just me by myself.
All of you.
Awesome. I'm a little shy when I'm alone.
I'm not interested in you.
Oh, super offensive. Raphael is just super offended. He just kind of that just shut down all his arrogance.
My character kind of smiles at that. He thinks you're a little too. He thinks your pedestal's a bit too high.
Awesome. That means I'm doing good.
Yeah, as a player, you're doing very well.
Thank you.
Surprisingly, this actually gets an amused chuckle from Mir.
You can kind of see his tail wraps around his leg like a beat puppy. Oh.
But
So, as lunch does finish up, Triste is going to follow everyone to this guy's place.
he leads you to one of the alcoves cut into the cliffside, into his own place. You do see, along with his bed and linens, a alchemist supplies. And as he sits, he goes, "I'm having a problem with with a colony of Myconids that lives nearby.
What is a Myconid?
Mushroom people. They're living fungus. They speak in a kind of telepathy and use spores in order to communicate to each other. They can perfectly allow for that as well with you. The problem is they have shut themselves off, tended to isolation. Normally, I work with them and help. They give me. We
Uh-oh.
lost one.
Lost Mir.
We lost
Oh
Mir.
no!
He's back.
All
Hey,
right.
we're back.
Yay.
Normally, I go to them every couple of once a week. They give me a bit of mushrooms that help in creating health potions. Recently, they have put some kind of monster in place to protect and to guard off against intruders. I'm getting kind of worried about them because normally we were quite happy to work with them and they were happy to have me. I've been
How
visiting them for
how long
years.
have they been isolating? Sorry. How long have they been
Recently,
isolating themselves? Uh,
not much longer than at least a month or two.
Hmm.
Last time I went, there was a great beast protecting the entrance that would not let me pass and attacked on sight. You'll likely have
did
to
you get a
kill
good
this
look?
thing. Some octopus creature. You will
You think that
likely
they
have.
might be in trouble?
Normally they aren't so protective of themselves. There's usually no reason for them to want to turn people away. So I wouldn't know why and I am worried that there might be some trouble.
I bet they've sensed something new on the island, and they're protecting themselves. Is what it sounds like to me.
Regardless, I can't know anything until
Mm-hmm.
unless they actually let me know what's going on. I would like you to try and go out to them. See if you can't push through the creature that they've put into the waters at their entrance.
Hmm.
They are a bit a ways on the other side of the island. You can easily walk there in a couple of hours, but you could also go by
Ah,
boat.
lovely. I believe this is up to personal preference. I think I would enjoy a walk, or
What
should I say
is
a
the
fly?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
Jonathan.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
sorry, I was, but nothing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Triste, like shouldering her chest, goes, I'd be happy with walking.
All right.
Probably the better of the two choices, seeing how there's an octopus.
Mm.
If you go now, you should be able to reach there by in a couple of hours. And it's low tide,
Mhm.
so you should be able to walk and go in the entrance that way.
Wonderful. We should probably head out pretty quick before the tide comes in. Do you happen to have a map?
Yeah.
We do have a map.
Lovely.
And he does get you a map of the island. And it is the map that you guys currently have.
On roll 20.
Yeah, on roll 20. And the
Awesome.
caves are roughly around here-ish. At the X.
Cool. And who in the party wants to carry the map?
Oh, speaking of the map, Raphael will look at it real quick and try to prestidigitate a palm-sized, and if you'll allow it, kind of a touchscreen-esque map where you can pinch and zoom, like with prestidigitation, of course. Says you
Yeah.
can make something like that fits in the palm of your hand. Can I do that? Is it an accurate map? If I study this one?
It's a decently accurate map, but it only will last an hour.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and dispel it. I was wondering if I could do it for later in case we lose it.
Mm-hmm.
You could. I think the idea is you could make the illusion of something that, like, you can make the illusion something that, if your eyes are good enough to see more in detail of what's going on, then you can make an illusion of it being bigger so we could all see
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
I forgot. I do have minor illusion, so I could just illusion a map.
Yep.
If when we need it. Cool.
Yeah.
Looking at the map, guys. This is Raphael. Looking at the map, seems like we would save a lot of time going across this inlet or
Yeah.
body of
You
water.
are in the Gulf right here.
Yeah.
And they do have a boat at the docks.
Okay. Triste looks to Turok and goes, would it be at all possible to be ferried across the gulf there?
It's definitely possible.
Awesome. Great.
Okay.
I
If no
think
one
we can
objects, I
find a
think
place-
Triste takes the map and puts it in her backpack.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
think we can find
Yeah,
a
it's only-
place to make landing on the other side. There are some beaches over there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's only 3 miles. I think it's only 3 miles, so
Mm-hmm.
that's not too bad actually. I mean, that's just a
Yeah, this
just a
is
walk.
Light jog.
a fairly small island.
Yep.
Yeah, if I use the
Mhm.
hexes, it looks like it's about a mile, and if not less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I think
half a mile
with
for each.
No, down on the bottom left, it's a half a mile for each hex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just talking about the water.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Can't put it directly on the X, but that's okay. But let's see here. So you are going that way. Let me see here.
Mhm.
You might be able to get an encounter.
Might. Not sure I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
I love encounters.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Oh, I forgot to. It'll be fine.
Raphael is going to be sitting on the whatever that pointy thing is at the front of the ship.
Mhm. Yeah.
Since he's got wings, he's not scared of falling. So he's, you know how
Mhm.
Luffy sits on the front of his ships? He's just
Mhm.
sitting there feeling the water in his face.
Yeah.
And you guys, it always makes me laugh because it's like, picture it, and then remember he's 3 foot tall. He's
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
As you finish going across, that is a point. You actually have to walk across. Should I?
Oh yeah, that's what I didn't know if we were going around or we were just going across the inlet and walking there.
Should I have another?
I think just walking.
encounter? Let me double check something real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Cool. It is a relatively easy trek across the island, an uneventful 2 hours to reach. Actually, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Wait, no. 2 hours and 20 minutes for the trip. I apologize.
All right. We've got plenty of sunlight. It sounds like. Is the the wooded areas, trees and stuff? Is the canopy thick enough that it's like the Amazon, where it's like dark under the trees, even though it's daylight
if you're
out?
looking at the wooded areas on the map, that is off the island.
Are there? Yeah, I was like, oh wait, let me look at those.
Yeah.
There's no wooded areas. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought this was just like a generic
rocky.
map. This is rocks. Oh
Mhm.
my.
It's
Awesome.
a rocky,
Rocky
island,
island.
of mountainous region. Now there
Mhm.
is some vegetation, but it's sparse at best.
Apparently it's so minimum that kobolds who aren't living with in the
The
dragon
cloister.
The
have
cloister
trouble.
are have trouble finding food.
Yeah.
I see. Long term, maybe somebody should get to work transporting these poor kobolds to a place with more food. As we're walking, just some chit chat.
Triste is. Would Triste be aware of, like, some of the history of this island, like the fact that frequented by dragons, fighting by dragons, etc.?
Perhaps we can.
You would be aware of the general knowledge.
Yeah. So I do point out, I go, well, kobolds usually follow dragons, and this island has often had dragons on it. So that's probably why they're here. Unfortunately for them.
We could always ask. What's her name?
Runara?
The leader.
Runara?
We could always ask Runara about them when we get back, if there's something that we could do to help, or if they even
True.
want help.
That's true.
Also true.
It seems that Runara is more than willing, is more than generous.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the town's very happy.
Yep.
Alrighty.
It looks like we're hiking. Are we going straight over, or are we going on the coast?
It's a little bit too steep to go straight over, so you'll have to go around
We'll
the
have to go around.
coast. Regardless,
Okay.
it takes roughly about 2 hours to make the trip. So you do have plenty of time before high tide again.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, let's see here. Moving you to... Oh, and the doggo. The doggo. The doggo.
Do you want me to let her out?
Yes, please. I am going to pull you guys here. Here's Mir. Apologies for having the... There is... I'm placing you down where the bits are. Let me see here.
Look like crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to have lost my little toolbars, my right side and left side
They should be
deals.
still
So
there.
I'm gonna. Right. They're gone. So I'm gonna refresh real quick. So I'll pop off of Roll20 and be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna reuse some. This will be tiefling.
Should we try sneaking for now?
Sneaky. Yes.
Apologies, I'm trying to find people. There.
All right, that fixed it.
Did they not send you images?
I did not. If I did receive images, I must have forgotten. It is all right, and I will make do. One of
I could distract. You said that there's an. Did you say there's an octopus that we know of?
Yes.
Have we seen? Because I did let the demo's dog out. Do we see where the octopus is yet?
Not
or...
yet. I'm still getting
okay.
everybody's
Sorry.
token set up. I've transferred you
Yep.
guys to the new map, and let me see here. Raphael, this is yours. Jonathan, this is yours. Jonathan.
Okay.
Mir can recognize his own character. And let me see here.
I am not seeing Raphael.
You're the one with wings.
You're the one with
Oh,
wings.
okay. Okay, my bad. Gotcha.
you are not going to look like a human. I apologize, but this will be your
Sorry.
character.
No
Tristan.
problem at all. Oh, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking to
all
me?
good.
Let me give you guys access to all to doing things and such.
Mhm.
So just feel free to put in health, whatever, how you're more comfortable with it. And remember, just as long as you have the select tool up active, you can use your arrow keys to
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you.
move. Let's see here.
Are the bars beneath it? No, you can't.
No.
So I'm not grabbing it. Oh, alright. Yeah, because don't forget your temporary
Yeah.
HP.
Yep.
Oh, I
It
see.
was how much temporary?
4.
4.
Nice.
Yeah. The pathway leading down to the entrance is about 5 foot wide at low tide.
Oh, it can include yourself. I did not. I missed that. I'm gonna do that. I would have done that for myself.
Mm,
Yeah. Sorry.
that's okay.
Go for it.
Let's see here.
Something was 5 foot wide.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Just. I feel so inspired just talking.
Yeah.
Talk about Raphael's arrogant.
Uh,
You pump yourself up.
let's see here.
Uh,
I'm gonna have a monstrous looking thing.
You got plenty of them.
I'm gonna have this. Yay.
Cool.
There. Getting close. Let's see here. An opening gapes in the cliff face 200 feet below you, like a mouth drinking in the crashing waves. 2 natural stairways formed from stone columns offer ways down the cliff. Passing through, you do
Sorry.
note there is, let me see here, multicolored fungus covers the walls of the tunnel you are approaching. Its bioluminescent glow filling the cavern with dim light. The surface of the water swirls with colorful, faintly glowing spores, perhaps reacting to the movement of something under its surface.
put a cloth over my face. Sorry.
That's okay. Here.
Raphael's gonna pipe. Hey guys, don't breathe that in. That cannot be good for you. When he sees the spores.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that how they communicate?
Sorry, what?
Isn't that how they communicate?
Yeah. But it can't be good for us, right? Did we breathe them in?
Well, the spores are currently in the water.
Oh, okay.
Let me see here.
He didn't tell us otherwise.
So is it bright light or dim light?
It is dim light.
Okay.
Well, do we need bright light or can you all see just fine out of curiosity?
I'm good.
Just turns and looks at you. Totally normal human. It is dark.
The humans will need to see.
In that case, I will use a racial ability to cast,
The light spell on yourself?
yes. And that is
Mhm.
20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
Wait. The beast.
And the light is kind of a burnt orange, kind of like a burnt out star.
As you do that, my character looks like there's a beast, like to ask you not to do that because the beast.
It's too late.
Does the beast react?
Yes, it does. Roll for initiative.
I was worried about that.
Mir did not consider this, and no one
Did
tried
you-
to stop him.
I did. Yeah. I didn't
Okay,
think it'd be a big deal, but did you cast light on an object? I can't
On
remember.
No, it's on his
himself.
body.
Oh,
It
so
is
your
a
whole
special-
self.
Yeah, it is a special racial ability he has.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the color of the light spell is different for each one, so I basically get to pick.
Burnt orange, you said?
Yeah. I can't find a decent coloring for that, but burnt orange.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice.
All right. Did what direction? Where's the
A +7 to your initiative.
Oh,
Okay,
whoops.
Yes.
so I froze out for a while. What I miss?
Initiative
what do you
is being
remember?
rolled. Light was cast upon.
Yeah, that
Here.
I did. My character does. I don't know if that I was cut out for that part, but my character
No, we
yelled
heard
out
you.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
right after that. I wasn't hearing anything, and I went back to Discord to see, and I'm like, wait, there's no one here. Well, all of you are frozen.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on my end.
Well, one thing I did notice is that if I run Discord and Chrome on my laptop at the same time, I start stuttering from. You guys start here. That's I
Yeah.
think that's what caused the stuttering. So I moved my Discord over to my phone, and I don't think I've been stuttering since.
I've been using Opera GX, and it's been working really good for me.
Oh, that's okay.
But yes, I get a +7 because I took the alert feat from my
did.
background.
Great.
Nice.
Let's see here.
You're the one that gave us feats for our background.
Yep. And I do not regret it. Jonathan.
Oh,
It says rolling dice.
Oh no.
I'll try it again.
God.
Okay, there it goes.
Wonderful. So what was that total?
2.
2. Oh boy.
Is it a 2 + 7 for initiative? Sorry.
No, it's
No, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
And your dex is
initiative.
plus
What's
nothing?
Yeah.
Plus 0.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
rough.
Yeah, rough. So, Mir, you are starting us off.
I only have 30 feet of movement, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How far can I actually move? Because I know when we move diagonally like this, you can't move as far.
It's kind of weird. It's every other square diagonal is 10 feet. So 5, 15, 20, 30.
30.
So 30.
I didn't know
You
that.
gotta go in the water? Wait, was
It's-
that water?
It's not
Oh,
water.
this is
Yeah.
when it's... Yay,
This is whenever it's
okay.
high tide.
Here?
Yeah, okay.
Here was it?
So,
I'm off one. I think that's all I can really do is move at the moment.
mm-hmm. Do you not dash, or
You
Are
can
you
hold
going
your
to-
action.
you can hold your action?
Yeah, since all
if it
I can't
gets-
get any closer without dashing, and I wouldn't be able to attack it, I'm gonna hold my action and wait here.
Okay.
Oh, what? You're gonna hold your action. What action are you holding?
To attack if it gets within 5 feet of himself.
10 feet. I'm using a
Or-
glaive.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Next up on the initiative is Triste.
Triste is going to move just a little bit closer. Let's see here. Just move up to I'd say here. Because let's see here, measuring stick for attacking. Yeah, easy,
you can
no
hit.
problem. So I'm going to first cast Hex. I remembered, and in dim light, do humans get disadvantage on ranged attacks, or is it only in darkness?
It would be in dim light, yes.
You're in bright
Okay,
light.
so
The
I
creature
am, but my
is
target's
in dim
not.
light. It is also
Yeah.
getting a little bit of cover because it is underneath the water.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so I'll get disadvantage regardless for any ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna go and take my shot then. I'll go ahead and try to Eldritch Blast from this distance.
It's still coming out of your mouth, I think.
No, I snapped my fingers.
Ah.
You're
Jesus.
thinking of Paulo from Saturday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's see here.
No,
So roll
that
the
was a flavor.
2. We got 8 plus 5 is 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That hits.
Superb.
Dang.
10, 1.
Even with the extra
Nada.
armor from being in partial cover.
Oh my.
So it's a D10 and a D6. So D10,
Oof.
D6. Wow, 1. And D6, 1.
Oh,
What?
All right, so I dealt 2 damage. Superb.
Glancing off the skin, barely even do anything. You do get a graze, but there's not much.
Triste
that seems to.
Triste looks at her own fingers and tries to snap again. It's like, come on. I'll leave my turn.
Little sparks come out. Come on.
Raphael, it is now your turn.
All right, flying about 10 feet. How far altitude-wise is lower than us? Is the monster lower than us?
It is probably about 5 feet lower, just below the surface of the water. And, yeah.
So 20 feet equals the 30 when it goes diagonal?
Yes.
All right, so I'll fly about 10 feet in the air, if there's room, of course. Oh, I can't click on my token. Oh, wait, I don't have this select. This happened last time.
You gotta move back to the pointer.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting where it was. Bam, right there. And about 10 feet in the air, I'm going to go ahead and fire off my good old fire bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Fire a bolt. Oh, I love Japanese, what do you call that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not English, but...
Mm-hmm.
Is it katakana?
Oh, wow,
Oof.
nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oof.
Ooh, does anything happen? Or did I just miss?
You're a little bit off, and your firebolt blasts off the side of the cliff face.
Yeah, warning shot. Next time it's coming for you.
Yeah.
It looked to me as if you just missed terribly.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was aiming for.
I do not
Triste
think
goes, exactly. Yeah, I get it.
Thank you. And in case it needs mentioning, I'm going to at least be keeping a lookout at the doors or outlet, any kind of place where some enemies could pop out of and just fire off arrows or ranged attacks, or anything like that. Just, head on a swivel.
It is its turn now.
Oh, God.
And let me double check its stats. Let's see here. Cool.
Mirror's in for a world of hurt.
What kind of area, surface is this blue? Is that blue?
It's
like all this right
it's
here?
water.
Water.
It is the sea
Gotcha.
water.
Does that mean this couple guys are in the water right now?
No, it means this is the water at high tide. So there is
Gotcha,
a
gotcha.
5-foot stretch of land that basically goes around the cliff face just above the water.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
octopus moves out. It is actually not going to be within 10 feet. It's within 15 feet
I
of
was
you.
about to say, if it hits right there, I get to roll to attack, but you
Yeah.
move.
It moved just out of reach and is going to make its attacks upon you, Mir.
It's got a range of 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one heck of a reach.
Do we see the from the light? Do we see what's that the how do I say? Do we see what's over here? I don't know how to click. Past the waddle.
Hold down and click to be able to make a ping.
Do we see here?
No, you do not see there yet. No, there is
Okay.
a rock face blocking your view.
And
Okay.
it's darker as well, like dim light, I assume.
It is dim light within that place.
Gotcha.
First strike does a 13 hit. I don't think it does.
Nope, miss.
It makes a second. No, it does not.
That hit.
No,
It
it does
doesn't?
not. It doesn't have
Ooh, yeah.
multi-attack.
Oh, good.
That legit scared me. I was like, oh my god, that's the next tier of monster.
Yeah. It does not have multi-attack. So you guys see kind of a shadowy figure underneath the waves swim out, and massive arms of an octopus whack out towards Mir deftly dodging out of the way of the first attack. You do note this thing has a good reach. And Jonathan, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move up 5, 15, 20, 25. And when I get to heal, because I'm gonna basically chase after this thing. But when I get to heal, can I now see? Yes?
You have to be within 5 feet in the shadow of the water. You're stepping
so
right
in heal,
on the edge.
I am right on the. Yeah, if I go heal, I'll be in the water.
Yes.
Yeah. If I can I see over here though now?
You do see over here, and you are seeing through dim light a fungus-filled cavern.
I'm gonna tell you guys to run ahead, and basically that I'll catch up with you. And I'm gonna take instead of moving heal, hoping that all of you guys will, do what I recommended. I'm gonna take the dodge action and hopefully distract him long enough for us to not even have to deal with whatever this is, because we keep
risky.
missing.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
To be fair, out of 2 attacks, 1 hit, 1 miss.
Well,
one
of them didn't even
damage.
only
I
one
thought
attack
2 of them
happened.
missed.
Only one attack happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody did 2 damage. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, somebody did 2 damage to it.
Yeah, true stay.
Plus, honestly, my character also thinking he really would have preferred not to fight this guard beast because we don't even know what's going on in here.
Oh, kind of like don't hurt their pet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good idea.
I mean, I would be willing to do that if we had to, but right now he sees I'm thinking he'll see an alternative solution.
Would Jonathan have audibly been like, "Guys, we don't want to hurt their pet. Go try to talk to him while I hold them off," something like that?
I think within 6 seconds, him giving you the recommendation on what to do would be, I think, all he could really do in that time. If you
All right.
guys don't do it, then in character he'll say that next part.
Okay.
Next turn if people stay behind.
That is
Gotcha.
his turn, and Mir, you are up.
Mir does not like the sound of this, so merely moves here. Double check that this works. It does.
Mhm.
And he's going to try and hit it. Now that is 3 plus 2, so plus 5 to hit.
Mhm. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Frit.
And so that's 2d10s. And that's my strength modifier, correct? So plus
Or your dexterity if you're using a monk weapon.
Cinematically, do criticals, like, can everybody see that? Oh my god, that was a good hit. Hopefully.
Cinematically, yes, but
Oh,
I'll describe
that
it.
is a
Awesome.
critical.
Oh, that was
Those are
2d20.
2d20s.
Meant to put that. Yeah, my bad.
Oh.
That would have been great, though.
A D20 powered weapon.
I rolled low, but that's okay. It was still a good
Didn't
hit.
didn't roll too
Mhm.
badly
Yeah.
though.
Not too bad.
Let's see here.
For the level 1, that's pretty good.
Oh, do you have Great Weapon Master by perchance?
Not yet. I plan to
Okay.
take it later.
Cool.
I'm fully aware of what it is.
Dodging out of the way of its first attack and hearing Jonathan give an order to just pass through so he can distract it, you see one of the tentacles making its way to Jonathan, and with a quick step beside him, slice one of the arms off of the octopus, leaving it wriggling in the water below as it sinks.
Nice.
I do not find your decision to be wise.
Who said that? Sorry.
That's what
that-
Mir
that
says
is
after
Mir.
fighting off the tentacle.
Alrighty. And
Who
is
just
that your turn?
attacked?
Yep, that is Mir's turn.
Okay.
Here.
And have you described what this thing looks like? Does it just
It
Because
All
again,
you
looks
see
like
is a tentacle.
it is a giant. You don't see the main body under the water. You merely see its shadow. But from the
Okay.
octopus arms that you see raising out of the waves, almost like serpents, you see the arms of an octopus that is infested and grown over with fungus.
Could you say that
Trista.
one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Something covered with fungus?
Yes, you are seeing the arms of. You don't see the main body of this creature. It's a shadow under the water. But the arms that reach up, almost like serpents, are the arms of an octopus that are encrusted and infested with fungus.
All right, all right.
Triste, I believe it is your turn.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it hasn't quite been said yet, Triste is going to go ahead and try to take another shot at it
Okay,
with
make your
her
shot.
Eldritch Blast. Plus 5. And let's see.
Nice.
Wow!
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my
Dang.
god.
So
Okay,
that is
so that's-
2d10 plus 2d6?
Yes.
What?
2d10, 2d6. Total of only 13 damage, but still 13 damage.
That's
Yeah.
still good.
Striking out, having passed by its main range of attack. And that is a point. It's going to try and make an attack towards you, Triste, as an opportunity attack.
Oh, go ahead.
Dirty 20
Ooh,
hits.
dirty
20 will
20.
beat mine. Yep.
Let me double check its stats. Yes. As you pass by its range, it sends out oof.
Oh,
Dang.
So I don't
Dang.
think
Alright.
it
Max
does.
damage.
Yeah, it does
Good
hit you
thing.
for. Yeah, you have that temp health.
yep,
Woo! Literally saved it.
Yeah.
yep.
So the inspiration kind of gives you a bolster, and as you are barely able getting a bruise on your back as it strikes you passing by, you send out a retaliatory bolt of eldritch green magic that strikes into what looks to be an eye just under the surface of the water, and you see a cloud of brackish ichor coming up.
And I go, well, eye for an eye and all that. Try to keep walking.
Raphael, it is your turn.
Mechanically, how would it work to kind of look at it and see if it's on its last legs or if it's got full, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
now you can't
From
see anything.
what you can tell, it's taken a good amount of damage. It's kind of looking a little bloodied.
all right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna tell this guy, hey, chill out. I'm gonna cast sorry, where's it at? It's frost. That cantrip, frost cantrip.
Frost.
I'm laughing at my
Ray
own
of Frost.
cantrip. It's frost. Maybe I don't have it.
Should be
I'm
Ray
sorry.
of Frost.
It's like frost grasp or something. Chill touch.
Oh,
No,
Chilling
touch.
touch.
that
Chill touch.
That
Yeah.
that
that
That's
must be a
not-
different character.
That is
Yeah.
that is not a Frost cantrip though.
My bad, guys. I'm getting confused with different characters. This guy only has firebolt.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So firebolt. I'm gonna
Roll.
move about right 5, 10 behind these guys.
Okay. And you're 10 feet in the air, correct?
I'm gonna go ahead and go 10 more feet in the air to get
Okay.
about 20 out of range.
Okay.
14 for firebolt.
That 14 hits. Roll for damage.
Nice.
Hiya!
So, another 6.
Fighter bolto.
The bolt of fire, rather than aiming for like within the main body, you strike out, sending a bolt of fire at one of the arms, scorching it and making it recoil a bit. It's still looking a little hurt, but it's still going. It's got a tough body.
All right.
And it is its go. It's going to go back, strike back at Triste. Not Triste, at Mir, who had dealt so much damage to it.
Miss.
And I'm pretty sure an 11 misses.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
So, back to Jonathan's turn.
Okay. Without knowing what's going on, it's best to leave this alone. It's like might be like killing a mastiff.
Oh yeah,
Then
they
it
did
should
put it
not
out
attack.
here.
Then it should not attack on sight.
It's a guard dog. Raphael gets it.
So yeah,
Weird.
that's my. I think I'm gonna take a dodge action again.
Okay.
See,
Well then, back
you guys, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. You can finish if you want.
No, I was just saying it's my tone.
Okay. Mir, it is back to your turn.
I'm gonna strike it again.
Make an attack.
What weapon are you using, Mir? Or
The
sorry,
glaive.
Glaive.
glaive. Yes.
That is a hit.
It's a D10. Which is fun. Nice.
Nice.
Really nice.
So you strike out, sending your glaive more deep into the water, past getting a feel for where it is, and striking at the main body of this being. More brackish liquid comes to the surface, making a small cloud. It's looking pretty hurt, and it's staggering a little bit.
If you will
Nice.
allow, Raphael wants to yell out, "Nobody heard it. I'll put it to sleep."
Oh,
I
yeah.
intend to
You
kill it.
could say that.
Yeah,
That
like,
is
if
up
you
to
allow, I will.
Triste. Triste, you hear this
Oh, yeah.
from Raphael.
Well, I take another, I'd say, 2 steps over this way, and I kind of glance over at Raphael. I snap my fingers. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll to strike.
Oh, 9.
It probably hits.
9
It does still
actually
have cover
misses.
from the water.
Bugger. So I clearly heard you. I shot
Yeah.
anyway, but I did miss, and I'm like, ah.
You
Turn
guys hear
around
a
and go into the
loud,
cave.
thaumaturgical bruh.
Bro.
Well, from there, it is now Raphael's turn.
It feels like that was quick, but if you say so. Go ahead and cast Go to Sleep, Little Baby, Don't Say a Word. I believe it's 5d8.
Yeah, it's 5d8. Are you going to make sure not to
23.
hit anybody else just in case?
Oh, how does it work? I'm sorry, I thought it just hit one.
Oh no, it hits an area. Let's see here. Let me double check
20
the full
foot.
rule. It is like a 20-foot cube, and yeah, you roll 5d8, and it starts with the lowest hit points, and it gets a number of creatures, puts a number of creatures to sleep equal to the amount of hit points it takes away, basically.
All right. It seems I've put a circle on there. I thought it would give me the radius. It's a 20-foot sphere, it seems, but it doesn't seem like it'd be that hard to.
So if you want to see 20 foot, that is exactly the radius I have coming off of Mir right now.
All right. Yeah. So
So
this
yeah,
circle.
we're both in it.
But
Do you guys see that
the
yellow
thing is
circle around
that
the monster?
Yeah.
What?
You would have to go down here.
Oh,
Okay,
let me
basically
see.
20 foot would be 5, 10, 15, 20.
And it's a 20-foot. Let me see here.
You just do it like this.
Of a point you
It's a
choose,
cube.
so it's a radius,
Yep,
not
within 90 feet.
yeah, within 90 feet. You can
I'm
definitely
the
do
yellow.
this.
Yeah, right here,
Let me see.
right at his backside, just in case. So a 20. If he's got less than 23, I believe there's not even a save for it.
So this would be kind of or properly. 1 second. This would probably be more what you're looking at.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah,
What tool is that?
it is the same measuring tool, but if you click on it, on the circle, the shape, you can change from line to square to cone to beam, and you can change where it snaps from in the center of a from the center of a circle to the corner, or to no snapping at all. And you can make it lingering with fade, delay, or whatever.
I see the ruler. Above that's the the magnifying glass, and above that's the circle. But every time I click the circle, it just draws one. It doesn't give me the like I see snap to center, snap to corner, no snapping, show to others, and hide from others.
Below the shape should be fade delay.
I do not see that.
Me neither.
Might be
Neither
a
do I.
browser only thing.
Might
That
be.
sounds right. All right.
Anyway, let me double check.
Yeah, you guys see this pink mist start going down, and if it's still underwater, and this is magic, the pink mist, like fey mist, kind of,
Let me
starts
see
to go under the
here.
water and puts him to sleep.
Let me double check something.
Mm.
Yeah, it is not affected.
Oh no!
It's got a lot of health. Either
It
that
is-
or it's immune to sleep.
It's immune to being charmed.
All right, doesn't look like that'll work. Charmed? I don't believe sleep and charm are.
Yeah.
Sleep actually says undead
Oh,
and
yep.
creatures immune to being charmed are not affected by the spell.
Oh.
Oh, rough.
All right.
And there was no real way you could have make a nature check.
All right.
I will give you a nature check to see if your character would be able to logic out whether or not sleep would work.
Damage or someone uses an action.
Here it goes. 18.
Nice. Yeah.
Hmm.
You know sleep works on most living creatures. And from
The
what you
fact
can
that
see,
it didn't work.
in a way, this thing is kinda living. It doesn't seem to be living through regular. Like it's not a living creature from the looks of it. So you,
After. Sorry. Go ahead.
it's more of a fungus than anything else. So it might be immune to being charmed, and it might not be intelligent enough to be charmed, and it might be immune to being put to sleep by magical means due to its simple way of locomotion.
Raphael's eyes turn into saucers. He's like, "Scratch that! Didn't work." And I'm gonna fly a little, about 5, 10, 15, about 15 feet that way. Still 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
Alrighty, let me double check something. Let's see here. You are reaching the ceiling of the cavern mouth.
Oh, I'd keep an eye out. So about 5 feet below the
You
Oh,
have to
sorry, I thought you
actually
said ceiling.
go. You actually have to go down to get into the cavern mouth. 5 feet.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right.
But other than that, it is its turn. It will continue to attack Mir. Still misses. Yay!
Nice.
Oh,
Jonathan, it is your turn.
Huh. Well, at this... Does it look like your character's committed to just killing this thing?
Yes.
Oh, me? I mean, yeah. Oh, Mir too, yeah.
Well, at that
Yeah.
point, he realizes that that's what we're gonna do now, and it is just a beast, so he won't mind it as much.
So
He
you're
doesn't
going
really-
into the water?
Yeah.
Don't. This is your chance to scratch that.
I'm
Don't
going in
do
the
it.
water.
That deep
What
water
armor are
is-
you wearing?
it's not shallow. Dude.
Gale, though, I hear people can swim in plate armor. Despite what
Dude.
some people say, like you should just sink if you're in the water. I mean, if you're wearing those old style armor where like with the with the horseback and they needed like cranes to get them on the horse, yeah, but those things aren't practical military armor. Those are armor for games. That kind of armor, that'll sink. Normal plate armor of medieval times, it'll sink, but if you're strong, you can do it.
You're also still getting your dex modifier, which means there's some mobility in this thing.
Yeah.
Let
Good
me see
luck.
here.
I-
Well, go ahead and make your attack with, I think, might be a disadvantage while you're swimming.
So,
There's also a core all over the place.
Can I sort of allow myself, like not like dive down to try to hit it to maybe to mitigate that disadvantage?
Make an
Like basically
athletics
make a
check.
jump and a dive. Okay. Ah. Plus 11.
11. Oh, this is the athletics check. Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to allow this to be a thing you can do. Go ahead and
Okay.
make your attack, and not with disadvantage, as you're using the weight of gravity to help you with your strike.
Okay. 17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
$10.
Cool. How do you want to do this?
Oh.
Wait, really?
Yep.
yeah.
Well, you guys pretty much did the main walk, but after realizing that this is just not getting going anywhere, my character kind of makes a sigh and jumps down, and he dives. He dives like a normal sort of dive, and then as he gets closer, he unsheathes his sword and moves himself into a horizontal position as he sinks, and slashes at it and
Okay.
allowing the weight to help him with the slash.
Sorry, what kind of weapon do you got?
Long sword.
Gotcha.
He does have his shield out when he does it.
Yeah. Pulling out your blade and using the weight and gravity of your fall, you slash downward, passing just by this thing, going about 5 feet underneath the surface for a little bit to cut through the main body. And as it splits open and a cloud of ichor fills your space, it is dead.
My
Aw.
character swims out and
Kind of
climbs out.
up.
Ooh, that was close.
He is covered and stained with the ichor of this thing.
Ugh.
Some have
Raphael
gotten a
laugh
little,
a little
bit,
bit
in their mouth.
and hey, buddy, you need some help?
Spits some out of his mouth.
I'm gonna eventually prestidigitate him clean.
Thank you.
But
Um,
this seems like a good place to stop for now, and we will begin next
absolutely.
week.
One
XP?
question.
Yeah.
Question. When it comes to prestidigitation, I think
Yes.
technically the cleaning and stuff is supposed to only last an hour as well.
No.
Does that
No.
sound right?
No, technically though, I don't think you can clean. You can only clean objects though. So that's actually something DM called. But can you clean
I'm
things
going
on
to say
skin?
I'm going to say you can clean things on skin.
Okay.
Okay.
Prestidigitation is just kind of utility like that.
Yes.
It doesn't come back after an hour. It just kind of is wiped away, kind of like with a good wind or something like that. Surrounds.
Little glittery wind. Awesome.
A little bit of cleansing magic to get out stains and such.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I hope they're not too offended by that.
You
I hope
all
not.
did receive 50 experience from this encounter.
Fantastic.
That gives us a total of 90.
That gives me time to make tokens for the rest of the encounters
Ooh.
for this fight.
Maybe
for the
just
fights
in
you're doing.
case, well, I don't know what you call it. D&D fashion, should we take a
Mhm.
piece of that tentacle that we cut off earlier?
I mean, if you want to.
Well, I'm pretty sure the creature was undead, given it had fungal growing on it.
Well, those fungus
Can I make a
people.
check? Can I make a check for that?
Yeah,
I think we've ended.
a
Oh, go
nature
ahead.
check.
Sorry.
I'm going to make a
Nature.
check for that too, because that feels like it would be important to me to know if that was
Mhm.
undead.
Ooh, and now we can calmly identify the tentacle and have a better look at it. Can I give advantage with the help action to
I got a 17.
Jonathan?
Yeah. Jonathan, have advantage.
Oh, thank you.
He comes over and Raphael's like, yeah, I took a look earlier, and did you see this? And he's helping.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. What was the
Oh,
total?
still 10.
10 total?
10 total.
10.
I mean,
17.
it is not undead. It doesn't look like it was animated by... It was clearly a dead octopus, but it didn't seem to be animated by fell magics. You're not entirely sure how it was done. Mir, it does occur to you, almost oddly, and however you want to take this, it was encrusted with fungus. The fungus could have been acting as the brain or nervous system instead of the original body's nervous
Oh
system.
God, it's the last of us.
So the infestation of fungus could have killed the octopus and made it into a hulking beast in service
Still
to
with
the
a cloth.
Myconids.
Still with a cloth over his mouth, Raphael's going to be like, I think that thing breathed in the spores. If I
Mir,
noticed it wasn't.
Mir will turn to look at you at this statement and go, yes, yes it was. Notice the fungi growing on it?
I
would
see.
seem that the creature was already dead and was merely being controlled by the fungi.
That is terrifying.
I suggest you be incredibly careful around this stuff.
Still, that's according to what was his name?
Terror.
The guy from the according to Tarek, that is how they choose to communicate with people.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, he also said
So
that
it's
they were
either-
telepathic.
Yes, with the spores, right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
you breathe in.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like if you breathe in the spores, you can talk to him.
He also
So it'll
did
either
say
be-
he had dealings with them, so at the very least he
Mhm.
came face to face with them and was fine.
Unless they've turned hostile, I mean, the spores are the only way. That's an interesting. Do we trust the spores? Because according to him, that's how they communicate. But if they have turned hostile, who knows what else the spores are capable of?
Yeah.
Good point.
Who knows?
My character will raise that as a thought, but
Mhm.
I think unless they show themselves to be hostile, he'll want to give him a chance.
Mhm.
Maybe not all of us to go into the spores at once, though. We can send Seraphin there. He's already almost dead.
Or Trist.
Oh, wait, not
you mean
Sarah.
Triste?
Triste, sorry, Triste.
Sacrificial lamb.
Anyway, so we will meet next week. Any of you who have watched up to this point, thank you very much. If you want to help out the channel, please like, subscribe, comment. If you would like to support it in any other way, go to the link in the description and at the bottom of the screen here. It is my Ko-fi link that will give you the ability to subscribe for monthly service, get some extra perks and such. Otherwise, if you really like my game mastering style, feel free to hire me as a game master. I do the best I can, and I've been told I do well. So, thank you. Have a nice day and good week, and hope to see you again.
See y'all next
See you
week.
all.
See you next time.
Bye.